Yeah. 140 for the yeah. Yeah. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Yeah, yeah, yeah. But the Rex get to it. Ain't taking no slack, get to it. You took a loss, try to bounce back, but you blew it. Let me show you how to do it. Do it, I can prove it. Bro, boy, we can do it. Nigga, ain't nothing to it. Ain't no cows, ain't no excuses. Let's get to it. Hey. I don't care what they talking. All I want is my Porsche. I'ma ride up clean. Look at me. I'm a false. Kill them off like a boss. Nigga, you better stop it. I'm all about my profit. I'm shooting off like a rocket. Who got to blow these niggas out the water? He go harder, go harder. Steph Curry, fourth quarter. All I got is my niggas. All I fear is my father. All I bring is that slaughter. Bomb on the Pearl Harbor. He ain't real, he alive. If he real, who am I? Now his ass in the fire. You be kind till I die. Please don't cross the line. Try to stop and stop trying. Bomb shop is ball wide. I'm on the grind. Let's get to it. Double time and believe. You ain't harming me, nigga. I brought a whole army of niggas. So I ain't move with precision. Follow every order different. Let's get to it. Make it let's get to it. Ain't taking no shit, get to it. You take a loss, try to bounce back, but you blew it. Let me show you how to do it. Undisputed, I can prove it. One, we can do it. Nigga, ain't nothing to it. Ain't no cows, ain't no excuses. Let's get to it. You hear the truth that I'm speaking? Lot of hate for no reason. Probably don't understand. That's why I got the master plan. And all the power in my hand, slinging shit on demand. You better watch where you stand. You get flamed up and ain't changing up for nobody. They're warfare, but you know about it. This ain't a rap, this a message. Ain't it real, be respected. Fake niggas like a virus. Lot of niggas infected. I came to correct it. Bought a whole bunch of soldiers. They move at my discretion. When the rebels hit the entry, all them niggas hit the exit. Them niggas get the sprinting. I demand your attention. Cause all the nigga I ain't folding. Plus you know a nigga hold it. Nigga look how I'm rolling. Shorty check my demeanor. He's smooth but I'm cleaner. Flow like Aquafina. Hit him running Serafina. Yeah. I gotta deliver. I'm about to have a baby. But I still wanna breathe. Let's get to it. Nothing comes to a dream. I'm strictly dead. I'm all about the business. Rock solid and relentless. You came to make friends. I came to make a killing. That's why I'm gonna kill it. These niggas hurting. That's why I'm fishing, nigga. Do you need a healing? I know you can hear me. I'm a vet, you a rookie. And Kanye, you a Donald Trump loving pussy. I'm a king, you a cook. Ain't nothing you can tell me. I'm too ready. Let's get to it.
I just wanna see my enemies fall. Yeah. Hey, look, I just wanna bow. Told my niggas stand tall, cause we about to go and get it out. Nigga, I just wanna bow. Look at them 20s where they crawl. I've been praying that my enemies fall. Nigga, I just wanna bow. And I hope you bow too. And that be why I gotta keep it true. Nigga, I just wanna bow. Just give me what I'm due. Let my enemies see the living proof, Lord. I just wanna bow. Trying to build my own city, homie. Enough room to put my niggas on it. Just start a couple business on it. Fuck any heathen never shitting on me. Yeah. Public housing we done lived through. Trying to put that in my rear view. Gold rolls, what I still do. I can see the picture with a clear view. Gotta separate the snakes and all you fuck niggas that's gon' hate. Daily pray to God I don't catch another case. But that's a small risk that I feel I gotta take. Only certain niggas, they gon' feel this. Still deliver verses on that real shit. If I get a couple million, I'ma bust this shit down with these children. I just wanna bow. Told my niggas stand tall, cause we about to go and get it out. Nigga, I just wanna bow. Look at them 20s where they crawl. I've been praying that my enemies fall. Nigga, I just wanna bow. And I hope you bow too. And that be why I gotta keep it true. Nigga, I just wanna bow. Just give me what I'm due. Let my enemies see the living proof, Lord. I just wanna bow. Don't get up out of bounds, homie. Got killers with them rounds on them. Look, drum, look, don't make me make the reaper rain down on them. I can give a fuck if you rock blue. And I was Sue Woo from the Fruittown crew. Cops still shoot us every time we move. They hate you, nigga, like they hate me too. Just know that brotherhood is a weapon. Build another zone, get protected. Too many sisters in the city been molested. Now I'm stacking soldiers off the block like it's Tetris. Woo. Know that truth, it give you chills, don't it? Steady ringing in your ears, won't it? If I'm blessed to make a meal, I'ma bust that shit down with my real homies. I just wanna bow. Told my niggas stand tall, cause we about to go and get it out. Nigga, I just wanna bow. Look at them 20s where they crawl. I've been praying that my enemies fall. Nigga, I just wanna bow. And I hope you bow too. And that be why I gotta keep it true. Nigga, I just wanna bow. Just give me what I'm due. Let my enemies see the living proof, Lord. I just wanna bow. Hey. Yeah. To all them children, you grow up with parents strung out on drugs. Yeah. I just wanna bow. Hope you do too. And I hope you do too. Yeah. Man, to the brother that had a real, and she left him for whatever reason. Yeah. I just wanna bow. I hope you do too. And to the sister, you know what I'm saying, that had that nigga leaving. Yeah. Nigga, I just wanna bow. So my niggas is locked up. I hope you do too. Man, I hope you niggas see the light of day. Yeah, I just wanna bow. Yeah, I just wanna bow.
Like with me. Yeah.
Warrior with the hands. That's what I'm all about. Hunger in my eyes. Vengeance in my mouth. They don't want no altercation. Situation gon' get critical. It's best that you be easy. The end gon' be biblical. Look, flow like a river. It's something like a miracle. Royalty in my veins. Loyalty in my ways. Pay back in every breath. Plus revenge in my heart. The truth in every word. Bring light into the dark. And I ain't never lukewarm. Shit, I blazing in the season. Got plenty food for thought. Just gotta watch who I'm feeding. And I been walking with them angels. So I guess I got this pistol for no reason. Niggas barely breathing, criticizing all my achievements. Won't make me weak. Nah, it won't make me slack off. These niggas baby fat soft. Better bear witness or back off. I be ripping shit like sackcloth. Dumb dogs all barked out. Behind me say I cup full. No room for emotion. So I pour my heart out. This road hard.
Wow, they worry about me.
And if it ain't UPK, then they in the way. My niggas righteous. They real. They down to suffer. Flow so deep, they drown a motherfucker. He say he in the truth, oh yeah? Well, this the home. And I don't hate them brothers, I'm just too loyal to my own. Plus what they believe, hard for me to follow. No rank me, no head. And I ain't leaving this body to live and sleep in hollow. So when they ask I'm UPK, you tell them absolutely. And I ain't trimming my ways for nothing. Gotta execute me. Cause I can never die with my tail tucked between my legs. Shit I be thinking. Watching my daughters tucked in their bed. They so smart. And Alana, she's so beautiful. But they ain't like other
like type of one. Can y'all hear me?
Far from usual. Now I'm missing cause I'm about my father's business. It ain't about this shit.
Check. Type of one, can you hear me?
Come on, sir.
Is it loud and clear?
Come on, sir.
Most High Christ. We'll let this shirt right here finish. Then I'm gonna come in after that, Barbara Shaw.
Come on, sir.
I ate the water.
Come on.
Water, sir. They lie with a man. They better bring me bloody bed sheets. Chaos match the time. This Glock match my handpiece. And I ain't trying to take him out, but I will defend this house. Or take a check. 144 in that black trench on some hitman shit. She call me 47. Praying for Armageddon. Me and my soldiers dressed for the wedding. Fuck the fame. Ask why I tell them I'm loyal to the king. Until the righteous reign. Loyal to the king. I want that straight lane to break the chain. Loyal to the king. The devils can't have me, bitch. I'm loyal to the king. Bring that hot flame, new PK. Loyal to the king. Until the righteous reign. Lord to the king. I want that straight line to break the chain. Lord to the king. The devils can't have me, bitch. I'm Lord to the king. Bring the hot flame, you became Lord to the king.
Give me the volume on the what you call on the main. Good. Turn it up. Check. Most High Christ. Quadras, I check yours, Baba Kusha.
Check, check, check.
He on line 2. Yeah. All right. What's that? That one, can you hear me?
Come on, sir.
Who we got over there in Durham, Baba Kusha?
Myself, Officer 50 Yanazar, and my rivers as well, sir.
Okay, Most High Christ. That's what's up. All right. Well, clap it up. Once again, y'all know how we do it. This is the Isupk started 1 West 125th Street, Harlem, New York, operating up under Commanding General Yohana. We are not affiliated with anyone. These classes are designed for our people to have an opportunity to learn who they are and what they're supposed to be doing in the earth. These classes allows our people, the so-called blacks, Hispanics, and Native Indians, to learn their true identity. And according to the scriptures, we are Israelites. We descended from the greatest nation of people on the face of the earth. Oftentimes we walk around confused and confounded with every aspect of life that we go into as a nation of people. The Bible is our true compass and how we go throughout this earth, making moral and sound decisions. Without this Bible, we have no morality. You understand? Without knowing these scriptures, we have that thing that stops our hope, because if we're relying on this oppressive system that we call the Americas up under the Roman rule, up under the Caucasian rule, or the European rule, this entire system is designed to destroy us. It erases your identity, right? And not only with erasing your identity, it gives you a lackluster value system. You understand? This Bible is built on having law, statutes, and commandments, and this allows us to as a nation of people to find our way back to serving the Most High. The world would identify a way to get to serving God is through Christianity. You understand? We know that's a lie. You know, worshiping Christianity or being linked to Christianity is, the worship of Satan. You understand? Linked to Christianity is another form of white supremacy. So we go throughout these scriptures and we find the things and bring it out to the Lord's chosen people, who are the so-called blacks, Hispanics, and Native Indians. We give them their true identity so they can find their way back. You understand? And the one thing we do know about real history and real life, if you do not know where you come from or where you've been, what tends to happen to anybody? We tend to repeat it, right? You understand? So tonight we're going to get into a little bit of history. Thaba one, if we have any questions about anything, let me know, Baba Kusha. But I want to get into something before, Salaki, I'm Officer of 1,000 Zion Yala, and we're, bringing this thing to you out of Fayetteville, North Carolina. You understand? That's up under Captain Nye Thought, and that's up under Commanding General Yohana. All right?
So, sir.
Who is that?
Salaki, sir, this Officer 50 Yanazar.
Come on, Yanazar.
I got a question. I really got 4, but I'll just ask you 2. Okay. Hebrews 4, 8, and 9.
Hold tight. Let me get that with you, Yanazar.
Kind of one con.
Y'all give Yanazar a hand, man. I talked to my brother today, man, and he would just it's such a delight to hear a youthful spirit.
An old dude.
He said old spirit. Nah, you good, brother.
The water, sir.
Okay, go ahead, Yanazar. Who want to read it?
Khan, sir. This is the book of Hebrews, chapter 4, verse 8. Just to clarify for myself, sir, and for anybody that it might edify. Verse 8, for if Yahushua or Jesus had given them rest, then would he not afterward have spoken of another day? Verse 9, there remaineth therefore a rest to the people of God. So Now, I understand what a rest for the people of God is, but in verse 8, like the way it's worded, I couldn't break it down myself, so I would need some help on that. In verse 8.
In verse 8. So what did you get out of verse 8, Baba Kusha?
Okay. For Jesus, like what I'm thinking is like if Christ had accomplished and conquered and given us rest,
Mm-hmm.
then would he have not afterwards spoken of another day? So that's the part that I can't quite break down.
Yes. What is the other day?
Like, okay, if he had like when he was on earth as Christ, right? You know, if he had like defeated the Romans and brought the kingdom into being, right? That's what I'm thinking of when I read this. When it says, for if Jesus had given them rest, because we know this is not our rest, so our rest is the kingdom.
Right. Go ahead.
Then would he not afterwards have spoken of another day?
So what is the other day?
The other day would be, okay, if this is this, okay, if he had achieved the rest for us, then what is the other day?
Right. So read verse 1.
The book of Hebrews chapter 4, verse 1. Let us therefore fear, lest a promise being left us of entering into his rest.
So what was the promise?
The promise was redemption and rulership in the kingdom.
All right, go ahead.
Being left of entering into his rest, any of you should seem to come short of it.
In of what?
Any of you should seem to come short of it.
Now, why would we come short of it, the rest?
Because we quit or we didn't stick it out to the end.
Right. So drop down back down to 4:8.
Verse 8. For if Yahushua had given them rest, then would he not have afterwards have spoken of another day?
Right. So the other day would be what? Once you continue to fight, right? He that endured to the end, right? So that rest just would have stopped with Yahushua, then what would that mean?
If it would have just stopped with Yahushua, that would mean only Yahushua achieved rest, and now we still haven't achieved rest.
And you still wouldn't have been able to prove yourself. All right. Us given the opportunity to fight and war with ourselves and all those great things, it's an opportunity for us to prove ourselves out. And that way, then we endure to the end. We'll find that rest. Okay.
Sir.
All right. Most High in Christ. You say you got 4?
Yeah, I got another one. Hebrew. All of them is in Hebrew.
Hold tight. He said the other one in Hebrews.
All 4 of them is in Hebrew.
Well, you love that Hebrews on it. What else you got?
Okay, Hebrews 9 and 5.
I just came from Hebrews 9.
If I may, sir.
It's a lock. You're going to have to hold that one out.
Okay, sir. All right, sir. So let's go to Hebrews 11 and 3.
Okay, go ahead.
The book of Hebrews chapter 11, verse 3. Through faith, we understand that the worlds were framed by the word of the Most High, so that things which are seen were not made of things which do appear.
Okay, go ahead. What you got?
Okay, so to me, it's like scientific to me. That's what came to my mind.
Okay.
Like everything that we see and everything that's made up in the universe is made of molecules and atoms and stuff that we don't see. That's what came to my mind, sir. But I know it's more than that.
Okay. How do you know it's more than that?
The faith part, sir.
The Most High in Christ. Yeah, that's it. You understand that it was a word that was given by the Most High, right?
Con.
Good. You got it?
Con, sir.
Did I answer your question?
Yes, sir.
You sure?
Well, if you could elaborate on it, it would help. I understand.
Let there be light. What does that mean?
Let there be truth. Let us see the truth.
It was just a word, right?
Con.
So if you have faith in the Most High, what does that mean to you once you understand let there be light? It's no longer the Big Bang Theory anymore, right? Even though scientifically it is the Big Bang Theory, correct?
Con.
But in faith, you understand when the Most High said, let there be light, what is he saying? What was said in the word?
He brought forth Christ.
What else?
And creation.
And what else?
Creation.
Everything.
And everything. Life itself. Everything that exists.
But the earth will have you trying to ask the question like, what came first, the chicken or the egg?
Who gives it that?
Right. We rely on the faith of the Most High. And we said that when he said his word, it was done. He created fowls of the air, the birds, you know what I'm saying, the fowls of the air, the fish of the sea. It was all done what? Through his word. Right? And that's the what we should have.
Con.
That's the what we should have.
The faith.
The faith. All right. Read that verse again, Baba Kusha.
The book of Hebrews, chapter 11, verse 3. Through faith, we understand that the worlds.
That the what?
The worlds.
Is that singular?
It's plural, sir. It has an S at the end.
Meaning what?
Meaning it's more than one.
Right.
It's multiples.
And we said by faith, we understand there are different, multiple what worlds, right? We got to understand that us believing that there are multiple worlds is what separates us from everybody else on the face of the earth. The whole earth decide that, guess what? Earth and world are the same thing. They're all synonymous, right? But through faith of these scriptures and the Most High's what? Word, we understand there are different worlds in the earth. Worlds meaning what? Age, society, ages of men. Right? Read on.
So that things, Salaki, were framed by the word of God, so that things which are seen were not made of things which do appear.
Right. So just because you see it, you think it in the earth. That's what they tell you, right? It showed up because you see it. And the truth is, we know that it's in front of your face simply because the Most High has allowed it to happen. These world and everything that you can think of, the Lord has allowed it to happen, and it was all done by what? His word. Okay. Good. All right. So let's get into my topic tonight, Lord willing. I want to talk about let's talk about Lucifer. Uh-oh, that was a scary word, right? You say Lucifer, everybody lose their daggone mind, right? So the question I would have, what are some of the things people say about angels, demons, and Lucifer? What do they say? What do people say about those three in the world?
If I may, sir.
Come on.
The first thing that I heard about Lucifer, that he was the devil personified. That was the first thing I remember ever hearing about him. That he was the devil. That was another name for the devil. That red guy that had horns and a tail, that was him.
Right. You can say Lucifer without scaring the hell out of some child somewhere. You got Lucifer, boo. You know what I'm saying? They running and hiding, right? Right. So what about demons? What we know about demons?
That they were little invisible creatures that attached themselves to you.
Yeah, the word that you got the demon that sit on your left shoulder, right?
Yeah.
And the angels sit on the right shoulder, right? And the demon always telling you, hey, go push her off the bridge or something, right? And then the good, I guess the angel on this side, right, Bunk, y'all, is telling you what? No, don't do that. Be good. Be a good Christian. Right? Come on.
So like I said, they also say that Satan was in heaven with the Lord and he got kicked out and he took 1/3 of the angels down with him, and they the demons that that's like his army that he used to, I guess, psychologically get people to not serve the Lord.
Come on. That's what they say. 1/3 of the angels fell out of heaven and what? When Lucifer, correct?
So like you said,
go ahead.
So like I wanted to go with what Officer Bahai said. They also say that, you know what I'm saying, Satan was like the choir director in heaven or something like that.
Yeah.
He was in charge of the music.
Good night. Now let me ask you a question. What is a word that sums all of this up? Well, what's a good I guess a good college word that would sum all this up? Y'all ever heard of dogmatic principles? Dogmatic. You ever heard that word?
Come.
Somebody give me a definition of dogmatic for me, Baba Kusha. Dogmatic principle. These are the things that the earth gives us, and it's a form of religion, basically, right? These are folk saying and different folk tales, saying, wisecracks, or whatever the earth, right? But there is no real truth in it, right? What you got? Come on, Quatazar.
The Webster's Dictionary of Dogmatic, characterized by or given to the expression of opinions very strongly.
Expression of what?
Of opinions. Very strongly or positively as if they were facts.
As if they were what?
As if they were facts.
Now, this is what we were saying, right? We just said that Satan, Lucifer, fell out of heaven and he took 1/3 of the angels with him, right? These are principles that are taught in the earth as if they are fact. But once we learn the truth about the Bible, we realize that they're what? It's just another lie. They're just another dogmatic what? Principle, right? These things are used to trap the people who really want to find the truth about real life. And only in Isupk, we do not use dogmatic principle a lot. What do we use? We use the truth. We use the word of the Most High. And through what? We understand that his word is true. And through faith, that we understand, I was saying earlier, right? Dogmatic principles will have you think that man developed through, we were walking around on all fours. And somehow we started from a monkey or a chimpanzee. And somehow the evolution of man became the upright, man over evolution, correct? Yeah, Homo erectus, if I may. That's a what? That's another form of dogmatic principles, right? These things are designed for us to continuously be, confused about every damn thing in the earth, right? So tonight we want to get into, I want to find, go into some scriptures tonight, Lord willing, through the Spirit of Most High in Christ. I want to start with Lucifer. So let's break this down so we don't have the misconception of who Lucifer is. We're going to get the truth about it according to these scriptures. So we no longer be attached ourselves to these dogmatic principles, okay? Let me get the book of Isaiah, chapter 14, verse 12. Everybody got it? What's going on, K? Y'all the war? You two up over there? Hey, shalom, priest. Let me get that Isaiah 14 and 12.
This is the book of Isaiah, chapter 14, verse 12.
Mm-hmm.
How art thou fallen from heaven,
Mm-hmm.
O Lucifer, son of the morning? How art thou cut down to the ground,
Mm-hmm.
which didst weaken the nations?
All right. So how many of y'all have ever read this in the Christian church? I ever heard this before in the Christian church? Before you came into the school, how many of y'all ever heard this before? Have Pastor Holy Hands ever brought this out and showed y'all this scripture who Lucifer was? We were just stuck dealing with the dogmatic principles, correct? So somebody break this down for me, Baba Kusha. What does this mean? What's going on right here in verse 12?
So I can, sir, if I may.
Come on, Yanazar.
Okay. it says, "How art thou fallen from heaven?" So this is telling the devil, the so-called oppressor. Did I jump the gun?
Lie. I mean, you can do what you do. First, I want to do is, since we said that Lucifer somehow fell from heaven, right? A third of the angels fell with, what would the Christians say about this verse right here? Let me be a Christian right here. I'm gonna do Captain Tazariot, my best impression of Captain Tazariot Christian, right? He says, see, you see it right here. It says that Lucifer fell from heaven. Prove me wrong. What is this verse saying?
Okay, so to prove that, Salakia, is there anybody going?
Okay, just echo. Keep going.
Okay, to prove that Lucifer didn't descend from heaven, it tells you in verse, what is it, 17?
Oh, no. You got to explain this right here to me. It says right here, it said, "How art thou fallen from heaven, O Lucifer?" You need to, y'all always running from the truth. Y'all say I got the truth.
Okay.
Give me the truth.
Okay, the truth is that heaven is not a location.
Okay.
Heaven is a condition.
Mm-hmm.
So this Lucifer has fallen from the condition of heaven or rulership, because that's what heaven really is. He has fallen from the position of rulership in the earth, and he has fallen because of the wickedness that he's done in the earth during the time that he was allowed to rule.
Absolutely. But what is one thing that you have to go ahead and let the people know what is happening in this verse? What is this verse about?
The fall of Lucifer. The whole chapter is about the fall of the devils, man.
Come on, Shabayala.
Basically, our oppressors is falling out of their power, their rulership.
Yeah, you're right. But what's the word? What's the word that means that though? What is this specifically, so we all understand what is being said here? It's a prophecy, right? It's a prophecy that's being stated. If you don't say that, we're gonna be like, oh, see, this is what happened. No, this is a prophecy that's going to happen. That's going to come to pass. Read it again, Quatazar.
Sir. This is the book of Isaiah, chapter 14, verse 12.
Go ahead.
How art thou fallen from heaven?
Right. This is going to happen. This is a prophecy. And this is a question that will be asked. How art thou fallen from heaven? Like you said, how did you fall from this condition that you was in the earth, right? Read on.
O Lucifer, son of the morning.
Oh, Lucifer, son of the morning. What does it mean when it says son of the morning?
Salakia.
Go ahead.
If I may,
Shabayala. I see.
Shabayala is going.
Yeah, I think he had his hand raised.
Sir.
Oh, la, you got it, Yonazar, Salakia.
Go ahead, Yonazar.
Salakia, sir. How art thou fallen from heaven, O Lucifer, son of the morning? Son of the morning means is that his rulership didn't last that long. Like the morning is like the early part of the day, and there's more time after that time during the day than there is in the morning. So his rulership is short.
And anybody else want to add to that? Come on.
Son of the morning, meaning, in the morning time, the sun rises. So our oppressors is shining right now.
Right. You got that, Yonazar?
Water, sir.
The son of the morning, like the sun rises on this kingdom. We all look to the kingdom of that Esau established as being great in the earth. We all look up to it. You understand? It's the bright thing that we look forward to seeing where in the morning, right? You understand? But this kingdom is going to fall. The thing that we look up to, that bright, that early morning Hardee's sausage biscuit that you look forward to, that kingdom is going to fall. You understand? You coming up out of the strip club and the sun just coming up. Oh yeah, all that soon would be what? All that's gonna be wiped away. All of that is gonna fall. You understand? You know what I'm saying? You waiting to get up in the morning, you cheating, or you Salaki, you sleeping with you committing adultery, you trying to beat the sun up, if I may, ain't that what they call it? Yeah, beat the sun, you know what I'm saying? And this kingdom, that's something to put in a rap song. Yeah, you understand? And the oppressor pays well for you to talk about idolatry and fornication. He pays real well. Well, in this day, this kingdom is gonna fall. Oh, Lucifer, right? Read on.
Khan, how art thou cut down to the ground, which didst weaken the nation?
How art thou cut down to the ground, which did weaken the nation, right? Read verse 13.
Khan. For thou hast said in thine heart, I will ascend into heaven. I will exalt my throne above the stars of God.
Go ahead.
I will sit also upon the mount of the congregation.
Somebody break that down for me. Let's go. Come on.
For I will descend into heaven is when he said in that heart, he's talking about
Start from the top, guys.
So like when we start from when he said, how art thou cut down from the ground?
Thou hast said in thine heart.
Okay, come on, sir. For thou hast said in thine heart is what he's saying in his mind. This is what he's thinking. That I will ascend into heaven, meaning into rulership and authority, and I will exalt my throne above the stars of the Most High.
So all right. So I will ascend into heaven, meaning what? It's condition that he's going to live in, correct? So what does it mean? I will exalt above the stars of God. What are the stars of God?
If I'm not mistaken, the stars of the Most High are the Israelites, right?
You true, but how would you explain that scripturally so that way we can go and check it out?
That the Most High, He chose us. We His chosen people, and we 12 tribes of Israel, and I believe wasn't that in was it Joseph who had the dream of the 12 stars?
Go to Revelation for me. Revelation 12:1. That way y'all got it.
Come, let me read it.
Baba Kusha.
This is the book of Revelation, chapter 12, verse 1. And there appeared a woman clothed with the sun and the moon under her feet, and upon her head a crown of 12 stars.
A crown of what?
12 stars.
Go ahead.
Verse 2.
You stop right there. So this 12 stars, this 12 stars are what? This woman that he's talking about in the scriptures, the nation of Israel is referred to as being a woman adorned for a husband, right? And this woman, she has what, a crown on. And that crown represents 12 tribes of the nation of Israel, right? All right, so go back to 13 for me. 13.
This is the book of Isaiah chapter 14, verse 13. For thou hast said in thine heart.
Hold on, Salaki for a minute. Because of y'all reverb, Bob, it's kind of hard to really hear you brothers over there.
Okay.
Now it's 12. I just want to, if I may ask, could Yonazar, could you read that for me again? Could you read that verse for me?
Verse 13, sir. Verse 13.
Baba Kusha.
Kanawakan, sir. This is the book of Isaiah chapter 14, verse 13. For thou hast said in thine heart.
Go ahead.
My throne, Salakia, I will ascend into heaven. I will exalt my throne above the stars of God. I will sit.
So start right there. So what is Lucifer saying right now? What is it? What's going on right here? We talking about Lucifer. We're still talking about Lucifer, correct?
Khan, sir.
So what is he saying right here in this verse, Baba Kusha?
Sir, if I may, he's saying that he's going to rise to rulership over the earth, over the children of Israel, who are the intended rulers of the earth.
Right. All right. Go ahead.
And I will exalt my throne above the stars of God, and I will sit also upon the mount of the congregation in the sides of the north.
So, Thaba One, could you break that down for me, Baba Kusha?
Salaki, can we read it again, sir?
This is 14 and Isaiah 14 and 13, sir.
Mm-hmm.
It says, I will sit also upon the mount of the congregation in the sides of the north. What does that mean, Thaba One?
Salaki, sir, just again, like sitting on the mount, like a metaphor for being like above, like, you know what I'm saying, like on top.
Mm-hmm.
The
Absolutely.
sides of the north, I mean, that part I'm not too sure about.
So come on. Turn the mic on.
Check.
Good.
Like you said, size of the North, let's speak for us like North America, because Babylon is, Lucifer is over. America's the most wickedest country. Is prophesied through the scriptures.
It's a what?
Wicked.
But it's what?
Prophesied through the scriptures.
Right. You got to remember, this is a prophecy, right? These days said, okay. All right, go ahead. Spot on. Read 14.
It's the book of Isaiah, chapter 14, verse 14.
Mm-hmm.
I will ascend to the heights of the clouds. I will be like the Most High.
He would be like what?
I will be like the Most High.
Now, once again, we also talking about, we said earlier, this is who? This Lucifer, correct? And they teach dogmatic principle that Lucifer fell out of the kingdom of heaven, right? And he took a third of the angels with him. He was singing in the choir. He was the choir director. He had horns with a tail, and he fought against the Most High, right? Read that verse again.
This is the book of Isaiah, chapter 14, verse 14.
Go ahead.
I will ascend above the heights of the clouds.
Uh-huh.
I will be like the Most High.
All right, so he said he's going to ascend, right, above the heights of the cloud. When we talking about what has I can't even give it to you. So these are I'm gonna keep going through it, then we're gonna go back through. I don't want to give it to you, right? Read verse 15.
Okay. Yet thou shalt be brought down to hell,
Uh-huh.
to the sides of the pit.
Mm-hmm.
Verse 16.
Go ahead.
They that see thee shall narrowly look upon thee, and consider thee, saying, this is the man that made the earth.
No, Salaki, read that again.
Oh, Salaki, is this the man?
Is this the what?
Is this the man?
Is this the what?
Is this the man?
No, this was an angel that fell with the thirds of the angels, correct?
Is this the man?
I thought they said that Satan, Salaki, that Lucifer was a choir director in heaven, correct?
Is this the man?
I thought they said Lucifer directed all the music and all the orchestration and the choir and the tambourine player and the organ player, right?
Is this the man?
It says, is this the man? Why is it saying, is this the man? Read on.
That made the earth to tremble.
Uh-huh.
That did shake kingdoms.
So let me ask you a question. Now, we just broke that whole idea of what a dogmatic principle was, right? Earlier, we said the dogmatic principle meant something that was not fact, or it's just an opinion of what they think the truth is, right? We just broke down in this scripture that we understand Lucifer is what? Salaki, I want a sister to answer. I want to make sure we all in the class together. Pass this to the sister, Baba, for sure. Make sure we in here together. One. It's on. So we found out if we were to break down the dogmatic principle of Lucifer today, you found out that Lucifer is what, sis? Go ahead. Lucifer is a man. Read that verse again, Quatazar.
This is the book of Isaiah, chapter 14, verse 16.
Mm-hmm.
They that see thee shall narrowly look upon thee.
They that see thee, what? When they look at Lucifer in his lower state, that when he's fallen from his heaven, right? When he's brought down to his lowest condition, when he's no longer what? The morning star, right? Or the morning sun. Read on.
And consider thee, saying, is this the man?
Is this the what?
Is this the man?
Is this the who?
Is this the man?
And this the what?
Is this the man?
This the man, right? So sis, Lucifer isn't some angel that fell from heaven with the third of the angels, correct? Lucifer is what? A man. Give her a hand. You understand? Lucifer is a man. Read on, Quatazar.
Mm-hmm. Is this the man that made the earth to tremble, that did shake kingdoms?
Most High in Christ. So guess what? We're gonna go back up. So everybody got it now, right? All right. So we talk about. So go back to 14.
This is the book of Isaiah, chapter 14, verse 14.
Mm-hmm.
I will ascend above the heights of the clouds.
Now let me ask you a question. Read on.
I will be like the Most High.
Now let me ask you a question. How has this man, now that we know that Lucifer isn't some angel that fell out of heaven with the third of, with the third of the angels or whatnot, right? We find out that he is a man. How would this man say that he'll be like God? Why would he refer to himself as being like the Most High?
So I guess, sir.
Come on, Yonazar.
If I may, like, he's saying, like, since he was able to subdue God's chosen people and obtain rulership over the earth, then he must be God, because his heart has deceived him. And he has to show himself to be God in the earth through imagery and deceit. Right.
You gotta think about it like this. This man, he think he is the Most High to the Lord's chosen people, man. And everything, every principle that we think about when we think about Christianity, who is in Christianity? Our people, right? To them, this man is God. The brother, we were joking about this other day when Florida Evans said, "This is the only Jesus I know," right? And then what she said, and she went over there praying. Every time something went wrong, Florida Evans would go over there, right, and pray and go over there praying to that she's a bullshit, right? But who was always making that thing happen? That man, that husband, and that was in that house. You understand? James will pull that old pool stick out. He'll go in there and hit that corner ball shot and make it happen for his family, man. You understand that's not a dogmatic principle. That's a man that's supposed to be in every Black, Hispanic, or Native Indian home. You understand? So that way they're not looking at the oppressor as being a what to us? As being a God. You know what it feels. The oppressor gets off on everything that we give over to him. He get the big head. That's why they have such thing called like the lottery tickets. That's why you get off on holidays. That's why your income tax is so important. All those things give you a sense of belongingness in his empire. But the truth is they strip every goddamn thing away from you anyway. So the little bit of nuggets that you happen to get in the earth mean absolutely nothing. Brothers talking about, yeah, man, I make 6 figures. Man, the oppressor spend that on a light bill in one of his buildings out. Right? He wants to be your God. He wants to be the one that you look up to, so that way you never serve the true living God of the earth, man. You know what I'm saying? His name is Yahweh in the Hebrew, right? He never wants you to realize that, because he always want to make sure that he has his knee on your neck. And if you feel like that in every shape, form, or fashion, any little break that you get, it'll make you think that he is your what? Is your God. You celebrate Christmas and white baby Jesus. Oh man, you gotta pray to Jesus. We have to go to the watch night service. Huh? We have to pray over these greens and food and all this stuff like that, because without white Jesus, none of this would be what? Possible. That dogmatic principle keeps us locked into servitude in his empire. But if you understand what faith is, what we talked about earlier, Yonazar, right? This kingdom is going to what? Fall. that this person that we call Lucifer is going to fall. Okay, read on. Verse 15.
Yet thou shalt be brought down to hell.
Yes, should be brought down to what?
To hell.
Now, what is hell? Come on, come on.
That would be like a low condition, a low state from what we just read in 14. How he was right here, the third one. This one. Con, like a low state. That's the condition that he's going to be in, because we just read in 14 how he was talking about, ascending into the heavens, so-called oppressor. He flying spacecrafts, putting the flag in the moon.
Now, all of us in here belong to the 12 tribes nation of Israel, right? What would be considered? Would you right, Kowal? Now, can I talk black for a minute? We're gonna stop. We're gonna take the covers off, right? So when I say fall down to a low condition or a low state of hell, somebody give me some examples of we can really bring this thing home, because we don't really understand what hell is. We still deal with the principle of the dogmatic principle. And hell is some burning place below your feet, right? So what is hell? We know it's a condition, but give me some examples. Come on, Shabbat, y'all.
On the reservations and the barrios like we are. They won't be in the house with roaches and rats in the condition that we in. You know what I mean?
God, that's hell. What else? What else?
That's like it, sir.
Hell is a condition of the Lord's chosen people here on earth, right? Somebody give me another condition. I ain't gonna stop at just one.
Hey, Salak.
Come on, KL.
To Charlotte, try to turn the speaker down. Try to turn the speaker down. The volume on the speaker, try to turn it down.
It's good. What else?
Salak, is that better?
Con, the water, brother. Most High in Christ.
Salak, sir.
Come on, boss.
Slavery, sir.
God, slavery is definitely a condition in the earth. What else? What else? Come on, y'all. Let go. We in class, ain't we? Let go. Come on.
Having to stretch your paycheck.
What? So give me a word. Having to stretch your paycheck, meaning what?
Having enough money.
Living what? Paycheck to paycheck. Is that not hell? When you get paid, right, and you already plotting out, I gotta pay this. Pay this light bill. Hey, Charlotte, can you go ahead and just mute your microphone, Bob? Of course, y'all. I got you. I'll make sure I got you. So you looking at your paycheck? You already implied. I got to pay for these rims. You know what I'm saying? I got to pay for these rims. I got to pay for this car note. I got this. You know what I'm saying? This rent. I'm gonna pay it 30 days late. Long if I get in, I pay the extra like for it being late, right? I'm the only one know about that, huh? No. Okay, I just make you never pull the yellow sign off the door and say you're late, so everybody in the neighborhood, know that you. I'm the only one know about that, huh? Living paycheck to paycheck, that's hell, man. Right. Never knowing, if you fall any little discrepancy that come up, a flat tire, throw your whole goddamn day off, man. It'll put you behind. You know what I'm saying? A flat tire, you gotta go there. You gotta try to make a deal with the people selling you a tire. This tire gonna be $65. Y'all got some kind of discount. I got a coupon, and that coupon always expire. You know, a day early, you just would have been fine, right? That's hell. When you're looking at your baby and you thinking like, damn, if we gonna have enough food to eat, are we gonna give them ramen noodles every goddamn day? Well, what's the noodles that come in the cup? What they call them, sis? A cup of noodles, right? You ever had some? Yeah, and let me ask you, why have you had some? Like if you don't mind me asking, what did that come from? Is it just like a thing that you enjoy to do, or what was the idea of you having a cup of noodles? What's that? What is that about?
At the time, that was all I could afford.
It couldn't cost. We all get hungry, right? some as the Lord's chosen people. That's something that we all, it's not a mystery that she said it and we all like, yeah. Why? Because that's a condition, right? You understand? You know, so you got to think about it, man. These are conditions that we become accustomed to. These are things that our children grow up and they're asking for a cup of noodles. When we was young, that's all you had. A cup of noodles and some hot dogs. Sugar water, right? You end up making syrup sandwiches. You understand? It's a whole nother level of poverty that a lot of people don't even understand, right? That's hell. That, you know what I'm saying? That's not we work just to pay bills. You understand? You're working not so you can go on vacation. You're not working so your 401k can look super twab. You know what I'm saying? Right. We're not working so that way, you know, you can go buy that dream car that you always wanted. Right. You're working to pay bills, huh? That's hell. That's a low condition in the earth, right? Y'all understand that, correct? I'm just making sure, you know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. Think about all. I got you. Come on, Kawal, go ahead.
I'm about to say we tend to forget about our brothers out there in Haiti too. And them brothers eat mud cookies.
Mud cookies
with just enough nutrients from the mud to get them by.
My Lord.
And so the so-called president, he finna get away with that. Oh no.
My Lord. Think about all the things the Most High has created on the earth. Y'all ever watch National Geographic? I'm one of them National Geographic guys. You ever watch National Geographic and you see all the nice, beautiful things that the Lord made, like waterfalls? You ever seen like waterfalls and the water's like it's just so clean and just glistening? You know what I'm saying? You go to what's some of the places in Mexico like the sisters like to visit? What they Cancun? What else? The Bahamas, Aruba. You know what I'm saying? I'm just saying, like I'm being real, right? What's some of the things you don't see on TV that you really want to go and visit? That you see? The oppressor is in those places having a damn good time. Right. He is the one that is taking them pictures, selling you that goddamn dream. Well, you got to cut it out in a magazine. You up there putting it on a wish board. You know what I'm saying? It ain't nothing happening. Ain't nothing changing. That's hell, man. That's hell when you looking at your babies and you know, like, all I got are these cup of noodles. You walk in the store with your children and you know they're hungry, and what do you say to them? Hey, listen, don't ask for nothing, because don't even touch nothing. Don't listen, walk down the middle of the aisle. Maybe I'm the only one that by y'all, you ever heard somebody say that? Hey, don't touch nothing here. Walk down the middle of the aisle. Come on. That's hell, man. But guess what's gonna happen? It's gonna come a day that guess what? The oppressor, that's gonna happen. He's gonna be the one that's gonna be in hell. He's the one that's gonna be at this lower state. I don't know that us.
Select y'all the one.
Go ahead.
I think Cap is in, sir.
All right, Most High Christ. Is he walked through the door yet?
Come, he's right there. The one. I'm about to bring him in.
All right.
Go ahead, yeah.
Whatever.
Hey, shalom.
All right, and with that, I'm gonna turn the class over to preaching prophet of the Lord, Captain 13,000, Captain 9.
All right, where we at, Akim? Tower 1.
Come, sir.
Check. I think that noise coming from you all.
It's like I can mute us, sir.
Let go for now. So let's go. Where we at?
The book of Isaiah chapter 14, verse 14, sir.
Well, any particular questions on it?
Salakia, sir.
Mm-hmm.
I had one. This officer 50 on his sir. I just had one question in Hebrew. It's a simple question, sir. In Hebrews 9.
I hope it's simple for me.
I mean, it's you know, I think I know the answer, but I just need confirmation, right? Mm-hmm. So in Hebrews 9 and 26, sir, Let me get this, sir. Salaki, sir.
Yeah, let me get with you one time too.
Hebrews 9 and 26.
Salaki, I don't want. Are you still hearing some kind of sound or something, sir?
No, I'm hearing. I'm hearing. I was hearing a buzzing sound. I remember that buzzing sound coming from the speaker in Durham. That cord that goes from your amp, I think, or whatever to the speaker. It's shortened.
Sir.
All right. All right. So go ahead. And also to Tabo one, I sent you a video, a YouTube clip.
Sir.
I sent it to the UPK Carolinas.
All
right. So where we at? Come on, Yanis Asalaki, about that.
Hebrews 9 and 26, sir.
Go ahead.
This is the book of Hebrews, chapter 9, verse 26. For then must he often have suffered since the foundation of the world, but now once in the end of the world hath he appeared to put away sin by the sacrifice of himself. The question is, sir, could we use this scripture to show that Christ appeared on the earth more than once?
Okay, when they say Christ appeared on the earth more than once,
I mean, okay, so we know that he appeared on the earth 4 times and then Melchizedek once, right?
Okay, he appeared one time. That's
Melchizedek. Salakia, sir.
Right?
What is for that, sir? So he appeared once, and he was born into earth 4 times. So what I'm asking, sir, if I may, is that could we use these scriptures in accordance to the other scriptures to prove that point?
Read one more time.
The book of Hebrews, chapter 9, verse 26. For then must he often have suffered since the foundation of the world. But now once in the end of the world hath he appeared to put away sin by the sacrifice of himself.
Okay, I see what you're saying. I'll double check.
Water, sir.
They say you just want to know if it's it has to do with him with reincarnation, right? To go in your reincarnation breakdown. Okay, I'll double check. All right. So what we was looking at in Isaiah, what you all going over in Isaiah? Zion. Anybody had a question in Isaiah that you all going over?
The one we was going over showing that Lucifer is a man, not the dogmatic principles that the earth push, sir.
Just to make sure, I don't know if you all went over the son of the morning as yet. You all went over the son of the morning?
Sir.
Okay. So just to go over one more time, right? The son of the morning is almost like okay, for example, right? Why do they call like LeBron James, Jordan? Those are what you call what?
Stars, icons.
Right. That's what they want to use. Stars. Why? What are they actual stars? Why do they call them stars?
So like I want to look up to them, sir. That they're above or they shine.
Yeah, they shine. You understand? And the sun in the morning has to deal with. Somebody was saying something. Right. And the sun in the morning, right? It has to deal with what? That person that shines. That person that you can see. Just like Israel. Who's that bright star for Israel? Who's that person that shines for Israel? Blacks, Hispanics, and Native Indians. Don't worry, it ain't double jeopardy, Akia. I said, who is that? Who is the star that shines? But okay, yes, but okay, who does Commander General look to?
Christ, sir.
That's the one that's Israel. That's Israel, basically. You know what I mean? Shine. That's our star.
That's our
You
light.
understand? Yes, that's who we look to. We look up to. Understand?
Salaki, sir.
Come on.
If I may, sir, would that explain why? I've heard it said, and from what I've seen, this is like, so before the King James version of the Bible, so in the Latin Vulgate, which is one of the versions, like the Latin versions of the Bible, that they say the King James Bible, part of it when they translated it, you know what I mean? Like they looked at that part of it. And in the Latin Vulgate, the word Lucifer in Latin just means light bringer. So it refers to Christ the same way it refers to the devil, not Satan, but the devil as Lucifer, son of the morning, right? In that version of the Bible, it also uses the word Lucifer for Christ. Would that explain
you want to say that version of the Bible? That the Vulgate is no different than your toilet paper. You understand? The Vulgate, it's just like the Quran. Use that to either wipe your behind or toss it, in your furnace to heat your house. You understand? No, however, they phrase it in the Vulgate. If you're saying that that's how they did it, I wouldn't liken it to what the King James version has. I will go off of it's like the Vulgate is no different than reading 400 years slavery, some book based on slavery. You understand? Ain't no difference. Meaning, it's not the Bible. All of it ain't gonna be what the truth. What the Bible say pertaining to that? Where it say none shall want her mate. Right. So in other words, I will go based on what the Bible is, what the King James is saying. The King James is saying that Lucifer is what? The son of the morning. Right? Now, my question is, what are you trying to correlate it? What's the correlation?
So, like, sir, if I may, I'm trying to find the scripture, so Shalaki. Oh no, Slack. It doesn't say. So the one in Isaiah says,
Go ahead.
Morning. But then in Revelations, I believe Christ is referred to as the bright and morning star.
Very good. That's what I was trying to remember.
Come.
So go to it and read that. So now this is Lucifer is on the how do you want to put it, the left hand side. You understand? Where you have your oppressors, right? Your oppressors look up to this man. You understand? That's why when you read how far you all got in Isaiah, you all got to verse 12.
We got to verse 15, sir.
All right. So you all already read where it says, "Is this the man?"
Come.
You know that Lucifer is a what? Man.
Come.
You understand? That's why we say what? The oppressor is the what? The devil the Bible speaks of. You understand? Now go to Revelation.
Come. I got it, sir. This is the book of Revelation, chapter 22 and verse 16. I, Yahushua, have sent mine angel to testify unto you these things in the churches. I am the root and the offspring of David and the bright and morning star.
Meaning what? Look to me, Negro. Doing John baptism. Guess who's the morning star? John, not Christ. You understand? That the Christ is telling you who to look up to. He's the bright and morning star. He is the one that we have to follow after.
Come.
Right, so you're straight on that, right? So son of morning just meaning this is the man. This is the man. This is your oppressor who they look up to. You understand? No different than what's his name? Baal. what's the god that they serve? Is it the that's the name of it, Baal?
Come on, sir.
Whichever god it was, that was the name of the man that did what? That served Baal. You know what I mean? Whatever god. It's like what's his name? The fat one. What's his name, boy? Buddha. Right? Buddha. Right? Buddha is do you all know the whole history behind Buddha? That image is the image of the man that they claim that did what? That was the best servant. You understand? The best servant. You understand? Now, when it comes to us, Christ is the best servant. He is the morning star. You're clear on that, right? Okay. Any more questions?
You do the all cap shift and what?
Shift in the hourglass.
Charlotte, you're on mute for now.
So now we don't.
Oh yeah, we in.
Salaki, sir. Hello?
Yeah.
Come
on.
Where did Buddha study?
Buddha, I think Buddha, if my mind is correct on this, Buddha, I think, was really started out of Elam.
Islam?
No, Elam.
Oh,
East
Elam.
Indian.
Elamites.
Indians, right?
Right.
And
right.
then the Chinese man who served that god the best servant. That's who the Chinese made it into, Buddha into. You understand?
Okay.
That's why it's so I want to say idiotic for blacks and Hispanics to be serving a god that does not look like them.
Salakia, sir. Salakia, sir. If I may.
Again, I turn a background noise. Go ahead. Yanazai, was going to say something?
Yeah, like Buddha is just a title. You know, there were many Buddhas. And like you said, right. They chose the one that looked like them whenever, because he was the best servant, as you said, sir.
Yes, that's it. You understand? Like he was the best. He was their bright and morning star. So they choose him. You understand? And that's why it's so stupid for black and Hispanic people to think, you know what I mean, you could serve Cesar Borgia as your god. You know what I mean? Which other nation on the planet serve a god that does not look like them? No other nation. Blacks, Hispanics, and Native Indians. We're the only people that serve a god that do not look like us. And when we speak about it, is like, well, God has no color. This, that, the other. Go get an Arab. Go tell an Arab that Prophet Muhammad was black or some African. Understand? They ain't gonna serve him. You understand? All right. Where we at now? There's a question. Kowal, you remember your question?
Khan, sir. I think I asked it when Captain Tazaric was doing a breakdown last week. It was a question about the and a little child shall lead them. He answered it, and I got it's clear now.
No, not that one.
Which one was it, sir?
The one with the lamb shall lay down with the wolf or something like that.
Khan. Oh yeah, Khan. Let me get it real quick, sir. I think you broke that down.
No,
what was that? 11 in Isaiah?
Yeah, find that quick so we could just go it over quick.
Khan, sir.
Mm-hmm.
It was Isaiah 11. 11 and 6. This is the book of Isaiah, chapter 11 and verse 6.
All right, so you can start at verse 1, right?
Sir.
Verse 1. So yeah, I mean we get the flow.
This is the book of Isaiah, chapter 11 and verse 1. And there shall come forth a rod out of the stem of Jesse, and a branch shall grow out of his roots. Verse 2. And
so we all know what it's speaking about, right? When it say a branch shall come out of Jesse, and this rod is talking about a person, right? Read on.
And the spirit of the Lord shall rest upon him.
And the spirit of the Lord shall rest upon. Meaning now it's getting specific on who it's speaking about. You understand? Which offspring of Jesse is speaking about? Read on.
The spirit of wisdom and understanding, the spirit of counsel and might, the spirit of knowledge and of the fear of the Lord.
Right, read on.
Verse 3. And shall make him of quick understanding in the fear of the Lord. And
right, so make him of what? Quick understanding in the fear of the Lord. What does that mean?
He's going to know the law. He's going to be, it's going to be like, it's like, so he was a little child running up in the synagogues, cutting the old heads.
Good, right? No, that's it. Like he quick. Like you think you could play Christ? Oh hell no! He has something waiting on you. The Sadducees and Pharisees tried many times to do what? To trick Christ into what? Into getting him to do what? Say something wrong so they could do what? They could stone him to death, so they could kill him. But he was quick. He was quick on it, right? And he would what? He would cut them instead, right? Read on.
And he shall not judge after the sight of his eyes, neither reprove after the hearing of his ears.
What is that saying?
He simply is saying that he's not going to be like, the hypocrites or the Pharisees and them. Like he's going to judge off the law, not based on what he hear about this or that or what he sees. He's going to, he's going to be wise and do it according to the law.
That's it. You understand? Like so many of us, right? And when I say so many of us, not in here, but in the world, your preacher, he judged by what? Sight.
That's right.
You have money. Preacher, he on your side, brother. You go to Creflo Dollar, you got some cash, he's on your side. You could eat as much pork as you want, as much anything as you want. You understand? But Christ, he's going to come and he's not going to what? Judge by sight. Meaning what? He's not going to be what? A respecter person. Right. You understand? He's not going to be a respecter person. You understand? In America's kingdom today, you understand? You have money, brother, and you commit a crime. You more than likely will not go to jail. Right. You understand? But you poor and you innocent, a good lawyer, you're going to jail. You know what I mean? Like so many of our brothers who been locked up for years, never committed a crime because they didn't have the right lawyer, because they didn't have money. You understand? Well, Christ is total opposite. He ain't judging based off of your status in life or who he is. He's based, as you said, brother, on the law. You understand? He not going by what he hear. You understand? Because he know that nigh onto what? Murmuring. He ain't going based on what he hear. He gonna judge you based on the law. Oh, that brother did it, such and such. Oh, did you go talk to the brother? Did you go to he and they alone? You understand? He ain't doing that. He going straight up on the law. Right? Read on.
Verse 4. But with righteousness shall he judge the poor, and reprove with equality for the meek of the earth.
You understand? Like that's what we need. We the poor of us, we ain't get no justice. Right. Today we still waiting on America to do what? Apologize for what? Slavery. They can't even do that. They can't apologize for it. You understand? They didn't want to look at their history, at the true history. You understand? Because we're poor. And we won't be given justice by a beast of our oppressor. We won't. Right? Read on. But Christ, he coming to give us justice. You understand? Read on.
But with righteousness shall he judge the poor and reprove with equality for the meek of the earth. And he shall smite the earth with the rod of his mouth. And
right? And you could tell what this is a black man talking here. This is a black man's book. You go our oppressor with the rod of his mouth. He gonna be like, what are you talking about? The rod of his mouth? What is it? What is he talking about? Meaning what?
If I may, sir,
Come on.
The words that he speaks, the truth that he speaks, is the rod.
So the words that he speaks is basically going to what? Hurt.
Sir.
You say your oppressor is a murderer. When he said these are babies of murderers, you understand? Babies of thieves, of robbers, words are going to hurt. But guess what? They don't want you talking these things in the schools. These things you can't talk in ESO schools. No, they're going to make laws on you speaking against their kingdom because it hurts. But when Christ comes, your oppressor, he's going to be front and center to answer his charges. You understand? Read on.
And he shall smite the earth with the rod of his mouth, and with the breath of his lips shall he slay the wicked.
You understand? And what is that happening right now? When is this happening? When is this taking place?
So, like sir, when Christ returns.
Yeah, but okay.
We're in camp.
Camp. Yes, this is taking place at camp.
Right.
You understand? That's why your oppressor bows down and do what? Kiss your boots.
That's right.
You understand? He kiss your boots because you hitting him with stripes. You understand? Right? Read on.
Verse 5. This is the book of Isaiah, chapter 11 and verse 5. And righteousness shall be the girdle of his loins, and faithfulness the girdle of his reins.
And faithfulness the what? The girdle of his reins. Right? Hey, Akim, you all hearing me good or going in and out?
It's like it, sir. We can hear you, but every couple of seconds it'll go like really, really low, then come back loud again.
I don't know what causing that.
Sir, you're going in and out.
Oh man.
I can hear you for the most part, Cap. We hear you.
Count Slugs, if I may, we hear you for the most part, but it does like the course at every few seconds is get real low and then come back up, but we do hear you, so.
Okay. All right. Go ahead.
The book of Isaiah, chapter 11 and verse 5. And righteousness shall be the girdle of his loins, and faithfulness the girdle of his reins. Verse 6.
Meaning what? Like Christ, he judging you according to the law. He judging you according to how the Most High wants you to get judged. You understand? Read on.
Verse 6. The wolf also shall dwell with the lamb, and the leopard shall lie down with the kid.
Right.
And
now, this is your part right here. What do Christians say about this?
So like I said,
laugh. Come on, man. You're laughing at these Christians. They need help, huh?
So like I said, they actually believe that it's literal. They believe that a lion is going to lie down next to a lamb. Like, for real, a real lion and a lamb is going to lie next to each other and chill.
Yeah, where's that movie that them kids, my daughter love it. Is it Utopia? When with this, it had a bunny in it. Bunny, it had it was just a whole like world where different type of animals were able to live together in harmony, basically. You know what I mean? So you wasn't scared of the lion. You understand? Like, you know what I mean? They try to paint a picture like, you know what I mean, like that's what's gonna happen.
Right.
You know what I mean? You could pluck a lion's teeth out at him. That lion gonna find a way to kill his prey.
Right.
Ain't no getting around that. That's just how Lord made it. Lion eats a lamb. A lion preys on other animals. Ain't no getting around it. But what again the Christians say?
Christians also, I know Seventh-day Adventists believe that this scripture is saying, you know, that the wolf also shall lie down with the lamb. It's pretty much like, okay, well, if the so-called oppressor, we understand slavery did happen, but when Christ returns, those bad people, whatever they did bad, we're going to all coexist together. That's what I know. They believe it's saying that. Right.
But okay, now let's bring it to what the Bible is actually saying. So Christians, if you're listening, listen well. Because you ain't gonna hear these things in your Christian church.
Right.
All right. So come on.
The book of Isaiah. The book of Isaiah, chapter 11, verse 6. The wolf also shall dwell with the lamb, and the leopard shall lie down with the kid.
Right. So it's giving you what? Two like a contrast, right? Meaning almost like total opposite. One is a prey, right? The other is meat. You understand? You have the leopard, and you have what?
The leopard shall lie down with the kid.
Right, so the leopard and the kid. So who eats who? The leopard will eat the what? The kid, which is a baby goat. Then you have the wolf. The wolf will eat the what? The lamb.
And the calf and the young lion and the fatling together.
No, it's telling you that what they all gonna lie down together. So try and tie it into what you read above.
So like,
no, let's clear this all the way up. This has nothing to do with being walking hand in hand with your oppressor.
So like, Adawan.
Come on.
Is it saying like the strong of Israel and the weak of Israel, coming together and dwelling as one?
Strong. You gotta give me more. You give me a little more. So remember, it's giving you the metaphor it's giving you is what?
Salaki, sir. Is it basically saying that enemies and enemies basically they won't be killing each other? Is that what it?
No, you owned it. You owned it.
Salaki, sir.
Come on.
It's like the people that oppress us among our own people, the people, the strong and the predators among us will, be like, the same as us. They won't prey on us anymore.
Right. And this is when what? When Christ returned. You understand? And not just when Christ returned, that's going to have to start happening what? Right now. You understand?
Sir.
All right. It's you all on it. It's more like think the relationship between a drug dealer and maybe a crackhead. You understand? One oppress the what? The other. One feeds off the other. When Christ returned, all that gone done. You got no drug dealer, you got no crackhead. That's done. You understand? And what bring it home to is more like you ever heard about like abusive relationship? You walk in, man beating the woman, all right, or the woman beating the man. All that's going to what? Done. You understand? One preys on the other. All right. This has to deal with what goes on in the Black and Hispanic community. where you have someone praying on other people. That's going to end. That's going to end when Christ come back, right? And it's now on to a sister also too. A sister that walks in and what? Commits abortion. You understand? She is a what? She is a wolf. Yeah. And that baby in her womb is like a what? A lamb. She kills that baby. She kills the lamb. Well, that's going to end. You understand? That's going to have to end. Right? So read it. Read that verse 6 over one more time.
Sir. This is the book of Isaiah, chapter 11 and verse 6. The wolf also shall dwell with the lamb, and the leopard shall lie down with the kid, and the calf and the young lion and the fatling together.
All right, read on.
And a little child shall lead them.
And a little child shall what?
Lead them.
That's who? Who's that little child?
Salaki, sir.
Come on.
Is it Christ?
Yes, that's Christ. The scripture in the Old Testament to prove, you understand, Christ. Okay, read on.
Sir. Verse 7. And the cow and the bear shall feed, their young ones shall lie down together, and the lion shall eat straw like the ox.
All right, so this here is all what? Metaphors that it's speaking about. You understand? Like, we ain't gonna harm each other. Ain't no more drug dealer gonna be in the corner, you know what I mean, shooting and killing and disrupting the whole neighborhood. None of that. All that's going to end. You understand? And when Christ returns, brother, all that is done.
Right.
You understand? It's done. Ain't no more, you know what I mean? You come home, ain't your plate ain't hot, and you wanna beat your wife, you get drunk, you wanna beat your wife, that's done. Vice versa, woman wants to beat her husband because he at home at a certain time, all that's gonna end. You know what I mean? You want to go into abortion clinic because you all about your career, you want to kill your child, all that's going to end. You understand? All right. So that has nothing to do with us down or, you know what I mean, holding hands with your oppressor. But what does this on the van says about your oppressor?
So like you, sir.
Shot just a little bit better. Come on.
It says that he has no mercy coming to him.
Yes, he has no mercy coming to him. None. So why in the hell will we, you know what I mean, lay down or hold hands or whatever with him in peace? That is never going to happen. You understand? Where's the scripture where it says there shall be no peace? Hey, Akim, am I still going in and out?
Concert lightly. This is the book of Isaiah, chapter 48, and verse 22. Well, I'll start 21. And they thirsted not when he led them through the deserts. He caused the waters to flow out of the rock for them. He clave the rock also, and the waters gushed out. There is no peace, saith the Lord, unto the wicked.
Right, unto the wicked. No, we could use that for Esau, but there's a better one where it says, where it speaks about no peace. Ezekiel 13 and 10.
This is the book of Ezekiel, chapter 13 and verse 10. Because they have seduced my people, saying peace. And there was
hold on. They seduce us into saying what? Peace. They seduce us into saying what? Come on, vote. Vote on what? Change. Seduce us into thinking what? We can actually go to court and win our cases. They seduced us. That Benjamin Crump, he's part of the problem. Right. They seduce us into thinking that, you know what I mean, that we what? We all won. We are what? We are Americans. You understand? To the point where now our fathers have what? The American flag in, you know what I mean, flag pole in front of the yard with the American flag hanging the banister.
Right.
You understand? And we thinking that what? That everything gonna be just right. They seduce us into what? Read it one more time.
Because even because they have seduced my people, saying peace, and there was no peace.
And there was what? No peace. No peace whatsoever. There's no peace with an animal over your ark. There's no peace with Esau. You understand? None whatsoever. All right? And that's how you could get the Christians to, meaning, okay, that verse right there is proof that we go all be, you know what I mean, one and in peace all together. Then prove to me some more, you know what I mean, give me some more evidence. Show me a precept where it say we're gonna have peace. We clearly read throughout the Bible that there's no peace with this man.
Slack yourself.
Come on.
Can we use Ezekiel 35 and 5, 35 and 6?
Yes. Yes, we could definitely use that. So finish this one off. I'm gonna come to that Ezekiel 35 and 5. Hold that one, 6. Go ahead,
Sir. This is the book of Ezekiel, chapter 13. Lock it in verse 10 at the bottom. And there was no peace, and one built up a wall, and lo, others daubed it with untempered mortar.
You understand? Like the Lord telling you that these people, you know what I mean, you can't trust them, man. You understand? You building a wall with untempered mortar. What's going to happen?
It's going to fall.
Yeah, it's going to fall. Yeah, it's going to fall. You want to know why we divided the way we divided right now? Because of this whole one love, Christ died for everybody, garbage that they've been spewing on us. You understand? It's weak. You understand? It's not going to stand. That's why these churches are going to start closing down. Thank the Lord for the pandemic.
That's right.
You understand? Thank the Lord, you know what I mean? The Lord be with, you know, my brothers and sisters who lost their loved ones to this COVID-19. But brother, it did a number on these churches. You understand? Them churches is untempered what? Mortar. It's not going to stand. You understand? When hard time comes, it's just gonna fall. And then the preacher will be on the phone with you telling you, put your tithes under the door. Slide it under the door. For what, Negro? Right. For what? What you getting paid to do? Stay home? You're oppressed, I don't pay you to stay home. You get a few holidays, and after them holidays, guess what? You better show up to work, or else replaced. You understand? You pick up and replace all these churches, man. All of them. All right? Read on.
That it should fall. There shall be an overflowing shower, and yea, great hailstones shall fall, and a stormy wind shall rend it.
You understand? Like the Lord trying to tell you, brothers and sisters, you know what I mean? To trust in your oppressor is, you know what I mean, trusted in untempered mortar. It's never going to happen. Never. All right, you're all clear on it now, right?
It was the last part, so I think 12. You might want 12.
Come on.
Verse 12. Lo, when the wall is fallen, shall it not be said unto you, where is the daubing wherewith ye have daubed it?
Where's the daubing? And now, you see how the Lord talking, right? Like these things are what? These are metaphors. Like what's the dabbing?
The dabbing would be could it be like when Jay-Z said he gonna spend some money for that police initiative for NFL, and we people got hype and happy like, okay, it's gonna finally be some peace between police and Negroes now, because Jay-Z and our leaders say.
Mm-hmm. No, okay. Now, if you were to summarize all of that, what would you summarize it in?
If I may, sir.
Uh-huh.
All the falsehoods that they made us believe in.
Yeah, you're right. I was more so looking for
money, Pastor.
Not money. You're right with what you're saying. Doctrines. You understand? With words. These lying words. You understand? That's it. That's the dab. That's what they build the wall with. Understand? God loves everybody. So guess what? All are what? Equal. Right. You understand? You know what I mean? Christ is not black. Who cares about the color? We all bleed. Until one gets shot. Until what's his name? Philando Castillo gets shot. Then you realize this wall is really a wall. And it starts falling. Bricks start falling off the wall. Why? Because of the lies they pushed on our black community. Because of the lies they push on the Hispanics and Native Indian community. You understand? The lies. So now the wall is falling. Now we are at a tension with race. Everything you see, almost every week there's something coming out on race. You understand? That video, Ayazab and Tabawon and what's your brother name? Yagawa, you all showed with the brother, the young brother fighting the oppressor. And the oppressor basically was on top of him when the cops came.
Come.
Cops yank, just pull the I shouldn't say yank, pull the oppressor up. Right. Sit down on the couch, stroke his head. You know what I mean? Ask him what he want. Then the brother, they dealt with the brother like he was like he was an animal. Turn him over, put his hands behind his back, knees on his back. Like the race, it's coming to a standstill because of all the lies, everything they try to put up. And you're right with Jay-Z and them. They try to use Jay-Z and them to what? Untempered mortar. That dab that you put. You understand? Every time piece of the wall fall down, they go get one of your so-called leaders to come now to try and patch it. It ain't gonna work. Why? Because these cops are gonna what? Keep on killing us in the streets unless you all start coming into the UPK Archeum.
That's right.
You know what I mean? Sisters Aquat.
That's right.
We're gonna keep on getting killed in the streets. You understand? So you're good on this, right?
Kind of one concert, the one.
Any more questions? If not, last few minutes we go touch on a few things that went on. I think if it was last week, in North Carolina, somewhere in North Carolina, all right, with this whole critical race theory garbage that they're trying to push. You know what I mean, in the school, right? When Commander Jerry and Hannah opened schools all over the earth teaching true race theory. You understand?
Okay.
Answer.
You got it?
Okay.
Saw the video? No, the video is come on.
What you were explaining earlier, that's nigh on to what we are being told in Jamaica. Out of many, one people. That's our national motto.
Trinidad is the same thing too with the solemnly pledged garbage. You understand? They try to join us together when you step back and look at it, England still gain money off of you. You understand? England's still making money off of it. You know what I mean? You can't. You think you have sovereigns? You don't have any sovereigns over your own nation. You can't do. You want to try and help Venezuela? Well, America gonna cut the ties with you. So now you're not buying. And you can't do no trade with whoever America doesn't want. This lets you know what I mean? Who really running the show. All right? Come on. So any more questions? Let's get into a few things pertaining to the critical race theory. I vex I can't share this book with you. I'm gonna see if I can share it with you. Right, tab one. But go ahead and play the video. So now this video that you are gonna watch is a video based on a father. He coming up against the whole critical race theory, right? And he says he's from what do you call that? What's the word they use? Where your mother is black, your father
Biracial?
your father black, yeah, biracial. And that's the problem. That's why the Lord knows how we do it. He made the black man for what? The black woman. Right? And when I say the black man for the black woman, meaning the Hispanic, the Native Indians, in it also too. And he made a what? He made a Chinese man for a who? For a Chinese woman. Right? He made all these races, he made what? Male and what? Female. All right? He made it for a reason. So now you go marry a so-called oppressor and have a child by this oppressor. Now the child is in what? In two minds. You understand? In two minds. And guess what? He's going to choose the mind that what? That is what? That is the other. You understand? Go ahead and play this to me.
Come on, cousin.
Hold on, could we play Fox?
In San Francisco, a group of school board members was booted off the board for what parents are calling their progressive priorities. She actually tweeted this before they got rid of her. So if you fight for racial justice, this is the consequence. Don't be mistaken. White supremacists are enjoying this, and the support of the recall is aligned with this. And that was actually after she booted it. But a bunch of outlets have raised the alarm for Democrats as the parents' uprising goes nationwide now. Some headlines: losing the war on parents. Others adding that be optimistic now about the education fight. Meanwhile, one dad's angry speech at CRT at a school board meeting has gone viral. Watch a bit of it.
Tab on while you play, right? Look up this whole thing with critical race theory. All right, look up what they're saying. I think it started with look up the curriculum and see if you find anything on it. And I think it stemmed from the so-called 1619 project. All right, so go ahead and play it.
Salaki, come on, I can play it. So, but if I may, I'm gonna find something to break down critical race theory. But I actually took a critical race theory course in college. This is like a while ago. So critical race theory has been around.
When you gonna break it?
For some time, but now they come on, sir. So keep playing the video, sir.
Play the video, but look up the curriculum.
Come on, sir. Come on.
North Carolina, I can do anything I want. I teach that to my children. And the person who tells my little pecan-colored kids that they're somehow oppressed based on the color of their skin would be absolutely wrong and absolutely at war with me. All of that, the parents don't want it. It's a big fat lie. There's not one. If you believe in CRT, I want to tell you you're a liar.
That dad, Brian
pause that.
is in focus right now.
So that's it,
Thanks for being with us. So first of all, why did you feel that? What is
the Salaki, sir.
Pushback. Who was saying something? Salaki, yes, sir.
It's lucky y'all in Charlotte. Y'all muted. Y'all can unmute yourself. We can't hear y'all right now.
Oh, Salaki, it's Officer Lahab, sir.
Go ahead.
Are y'all brothers, when the video is playing, there's like a bad echo. Is everybody else hearing that, or is that just us?
Yeah, I was hearing it too.
Y'all want me
I
to,
thought it was just me.
I can do it again, but I'll mute us, so y'all should be able to hear it again. So play it back, sir.
Yeah.
That should work. If I mute us,
No, not all the
y'all
way
should be
back.
cool.
Not all the way back. Don't go all the way back. Just go where the brother started
Sir.
speaking.
Con.
Don't take it all the way back.
So like, let me just mute. Let me mute the mic over here.
Mm-hmm.
If I may, Salaki. Salaki.
Yeah, that's all right. It's important, you know what I mean? We hear these things, so when you all go out at camp, you know what I mean, you all could destroy this, you know what I mean, to smithereens. You know what I mean? Totally show that, you know what I mean, we've been teaching critical race theory, the real critical race theory. What they're trying to push in these schools is more aligned to, you know what I mean, to you basically in the end serving your master. You know what I mean, your oppressor. All right, come on.
At CRT at a school board meeting has gone viral. Watch a bit of it.
I'm biracial, I'm bilingual, I'm multicultural. The fact is, in America, in North Carolina, I can do anything I want, and I teach that to my children. And the person tells my little pecan color kid that they're somehow based on the color of their skin would be absolutely wrong and absolutely at war with me. All of that, the parents don't want it. It's a big fat lie. There's not one if you believe in CRT, I want to tell you you're a liar.
That dad, Brian.
Was that clear for everybody?
It's still going in. I don't know. I think that they're trying to mess with us. But you could stop playing that right now because it was going in and out. But it was much better. Come on.
Okay.
Go ahead, Lahab, your hand raised. If it's saying something, you're on mute.
So, like it, sir. It was Tawab. I heard it Tawab.
Christ. All right, go ahead. All right, so no, tab one. Break down what I was trying to teach you in school now with critical race theory.
All right, so from my memory, like, let me get on the camera so I can see. But from what I remember, critical race theory was basically the course was essentially saying that racism was an inherent part of the fabric of America. So it was I can't remember much of who originated the concept of it and so on. But basically it was teaching that white supremacy was a part of American culture, and that racism therefore was a systemic, you know what I'm saying, facet of the American way, and that it's basically teaching that systemic racism in America went hand in hand. And so that was pretty much what we were taught. And so now this was back, I went to college, show my age, but this was back in 2013, basically.
Right.
And only now, within the past couple of years, that more critical race theories of classes or courses are being taken in the colleges, and they tried to kind of put it in the high schools, was really what caused it. Now all these oppressor parents are mad about it because their little white kids are learning, their oppressor children are learning in the school, like, that Caucasians have been systemically oppressing black people, and they don't want their kids to learn that.
Right. You understand? Well, yeah, that he just said basically, right?
Okay.
No, I believe it came about. It only came about because of this was it the sister named Nicole something, right? Where she came up with the Go ahead.
Yeah, the 1619 project, sir.
Yes, that's 1619 project.
Right? Nicole Jones,
and then
Nicole Hannah Jones.
Nicole Hannah Jones, right? Now, what happened was, so-called oppressor went and did his own flip on it and called it. I don't know if you all ever heard about the 1776 Let's see if I can get it. Right? Where he came out with his own book, and I believe it came out in either January of this year or last year, which I think it was last year when Trump was in office, basically, where they tried to combat this whole critical race theory into thinking that we are all one. That's the dab that they're using, right? To have us think that we all one. Now, at the end of the day, it's not telling you to separate the so-called oppressor. Like the Bible says to do what? We're going to have to do what? Separate, right? Zephaniah what? That's Zephaniah 2:1. Right? Pull that for me. Zephaniah 2:1. You hear me out there?
Come on, sir.
I got one for me.
Come. This is the book of Zephaniah, chapter 2 and verse 1. Gather yourselves together. Yea, gather together, O nation not desired.
Right? The Bible tells you what? To gather together. O nation what? Not desired. You understand? The Bible tells you to gather together. Now, when you go and show an animal that he is being an animal, what you think is going to happen? Anybody want to take a guess what you think is going to happen?
Lucky, sir.
Go ahead, sir.
He could just probably reject it, or he could be shamed. He don't want his grandchildren to know how evil bastards they were.
It's a little worse than that.
So like yourself,
a little worse than that. Like that's the face that they're gonna show you right now. That they, they full out shame. Think about it this way. You understand? Coming to you, right? Think about it this way. You ever sit down in a room, right? In the world. I'm not talking about in the truth. Right? In a room, your boys and them getting high. Right? In the room with them. You like, you weren't supposed to be doing that. Yeah, man, that wrong. This, that, the other. You chastising them for what they're doing. In their mind, who is the problem?
Shalaki, sir, you're the problem, and it makes them more angry and hate you even more.
Yeah. No, take that and put it on your oppressor. He's angry and he hates you even more. What happens? What does he do?
He wants to murder you even more whenever he get a chance.
Yeah, he gonna want to kill you.
Come, Shalaki, sir.
Come on.
If I may, on the one, would a precept be where it says shame shall cover them?
Yes, that's a good one. That's what Kowal just said. Yes, for sure. They're gonna feel ashamed, but it's gonna be a little more than them feeling ashamed.
Salaki, sir.
Come on.
If I may, Officer Shabayala, is this similar to how they say snitches get stitches? You know how somebody goes snitch and they want to go, harm that person that snitched on them, basically. We basically, I wouldn't say snitching on them, but we letting the world know what they've been doing to us, and now they want to murder us for it. Like snitches do, like the person do the snitch.
I see where you're trying to take it, but it's not even that. It's,
if I could, sir.
It's you. Go ahead.
Salakia, it might be similar to this. Like the oppressor, he's destroyed us so long, and he murdered us, and he did everything to us that was atrocious. But now that, like, now that his kingdom is fallen, everything that's wrong with his kingdom, he blamed it. It's our fault.
Right.
It's our fault. Mm-hmm. Like, so like, if I could, an example, I went to see somebody with, they had like a church, it's a white church. And then they were saying like, yeah, it's a neighborhood in that church. He's like, yeah, we used to have, this is a Presbyterian, it was a white church. And they said, yeah, we used to have 400 members, but now we only got 38. And we was like, well, what's the reason? He's like, well, you know, the neighborhood right here, it used to be white collar, blue collar, good work. He that's what he said, good working white folk. And now it's nothing but minorities. But so it's our fault that nobody attends his church anymore. So he blames everything on us.
So like I made out of one.
Come on.
I was gonna say
hold on. Dan, you're right, Lahab. You understand? That's another way to also look at it. Zan, go ahead.
So like if I may out of one, I was gonna say that we talk about critical race theory being that racism is the fabric of America, right? You know, being able to talk about it and, you know, tell the children the stories of the atrocity that has happened to us, right? Them being able to cover it up allows us to go deep into captivity inside of America. Like if you know, we always talk about if you don't understand history, we doomed to repeat it, right? So them not being able to teach, like them removing those atrocities that happen, you know, in history and in their history books that they taught us, right? That are in their history books. This allows us to look at them as being like we all work together, like to build America. It allows us to kind of, if you still thinking that it's just about racism, then you're the problem. Like you're not working hard enough. Like it removes the stain of what America has done for our status in the earth. You know what I'm saying? For us being the permanent underclass in America. Like it says that if you can't rise above it, then it's your fault. Slavery and institutional systematic racism had nothing to do with your failure in the earth. It allowed them to escape the judgment that otherwise, that because of Google and the cameras and all the other things we've been using, you know what I'm saying? Like it's like nah, that don't pay attention to what the cops murdering you. And you know what I'm saying? Things like that. It's allowed them to escape us being able to put a blame or a point at a specific time of what they've done to us as a nation of people. It allowed them to escape. And once again, they go right back to manifest destiny and all the other tricks that they use to say like they're supposed to be on top of us. You know what I mean?
That's right. You're correct. You know what I mean? And that's why, you know what I mean, they should just let Commander Johanna do what he does. Let's let him run. Let him teach your schools. Let him teach your kids critical race theory the right way. You understand? And not, you know what I mean, sugar it up in no way, form, or fashion. You understand? Like we've been doing it on the streets for years, since what, 1969 we've been doing it. You understand? Opening the Bible and showing them what? Critical race theory in the Bible. America is racist. Ain't no getting around it. You understand? Now, when you go and teach these so-called oppressors in the school, it's going to, you know what I mean, bring on a type of hatred vacuum where you know where he goes with it. He's going to kill. You understand? He is going to kill. You understand? That's why, as I say, and I'll say it again, leave it right here to us. You understand? The so-called oppressor, he's going to pay. He's going to have to pay with his life. Give me Revelation, 13 and 9? Give me Revelation 13 and 9. And then give me also too where it talks about the image in Revelation. I don't know if you all know what I'm talking about.
So lock out of one.
Mm-hmm.
If I may, you know, you would need critical race theory, you know, like y'all was saying on y'all radio show Saturday, you wouldn't need critical race theory if they included Black history inside of their history books in their classrooms. You wouldn't need critical race theory if they included our history in it, instead of just telling us, you know, we got out for slave ships and just going from there, or we decided to come over here.
Right. You're so correct. You understand? And that's why it's so stupid for for what the brother said, that, you know what I mean, when he said something along the line of I want to think what was the exact words he used pertaining to
So
his
like
kids.
Kanye West, slavery was a choice.
Right, Kanye West said the slavery was a choice, correct? No, but the brother that was just on the who was speaking in the parent meeting, when he said he teaches his kids that, you know what I mean, that they all have an equal chance to make it basically in America. Like he living in a bubble.
So like for me,
Uh-huh.
come that's what. Yeah, come. Like being able to say now we all have an equal opportunity to make it here in America is that's the lie to allow us to continue to stand and salute the flag. It's allow us to continue to try to join that military. It's allowed us to continue to try to join their police departments. For us to continue to be slaves in this empire and continue to work. It's like it's removing the idea that, like, you know, you doing all you can to make it and you still ain't making it. And if you ain't making it, it's still your fault. You know what I mean?
Right. You understand? And that goes with your so-called uppity up.
It's so like if I made two out of one.
Come on.
With that COINTELPRO, I was looking at some history on that. And COINTELPRO was a huge thing back in 1969 to like break up the black community with drugs and like putting the ABC stores strategically in the black communities too. Like that was something that was part of the COINTELPRO thing. Like they literally like, nah, we're gonna put drugs on this block. We're gonna put gangs in this neighborhood. Like it, like what's his name? Hoover. I think it was Con. Like they strategically placed things in our neighborhoods.
Freeway, Rick Ross.
Come.
That whole story and that whole series, Snowfall, is based on him. Where, you know what I mean, where the CIA was the one bringing the drugs in and had brothers selling it to their own people to destroy the black community. You understand? And then you want to turn around, and because black people, you know what I mean, want to, you know what I mean, call you out on your racism. You understand? You don't want it. You don't want it in your schools. You know, no sweat. You don't need it in your schools. You're gonna be on the streets. And we're gonna have your young kids bowing down and kissing the boots of prophets. You understand? The righteous men on the earth. All right. So where we at right now? Give me Revelation.
So if I could.
Uh-huh.
And the oppressor, like he brainwashed our children, like he brainwashed us in his education system because like growing up, when we learned about the Native Indians, which are like our brothers or the Hispanics or the so-called African Americans, it's like what he did for us was a favor. Like it's like he taught us that by you know what he did to the Native Indians, the Native Indians deserved that they were savages, that they vilify us in the history some way or another. They put themselves to be like the heroic figures, and us in our face tell us that, you know, we were this and we were that. But as children, we didn't. It's like brainwashing. So when we grew up, we had no self-esteem. We had no type of pride that we could be anything else but what the oppressor told us we were.
That's right. You're so correct. You understand? Now give me Revelation 13, I believe, and 9, right? And let me see.
I got the scripture, sir. Shalaki.
Okay. While brother go to read it. Tab 1. I will you get that video you all played with that brother, with a young brother.
Oh, so you want me to pull up the video we played on the radio show?
Yeah, the one you all play with the brother.
Come on. So just give me a second.
Because
I gotta send it to myself and everything, but I got it.
Yeah, because the brother who was at the parents' meeting, you know what I mean, said that we all have an equal chance.
Come
right? Come on.
Shalaki. Revelation chapter 13, verse 9. If any man have an ear, let him hear.
All right, these one of the scriptures you'll forever hear in Israel. You understand? You'll forever hear in Israel, right? Because this is one of the scriptures here where you go to prove what? That your so-called oppressor is going to get back whatever he dished out to blacks, Hispanics, and Native Indians. He's going to get it back. Right? Read on.
He that leadeth into captivity shall go into captivity.
All right, the Bible speaks about it right here. The Bible speaking about your oppressors, what he did. Right. You understand? The Bible speaks about his characteristics. speaks about it. I don't need the 1619 project to tell me what a bastard the oppressor was.
Right.
The Bible speaks about him being a bastard. Read on.
He that killeth with the sword must be killed with the sword.
You can't get around that. And it's in the Bible. So who if we all together, if you say that we all gonna be holding hands together, then who gonna get killed? Who is the one that gonna be put to death?
Right.
Read on.
Here is the patience of the faith of the saints.
Here's the patience and the faith of the saints. You understand? We're patiently waiting on that. And not just waiting, we're working while we're waiting and we're ready. You understand? All right? Top one, you found it?
Come on, sir. I'm just trying to get, because they got all kind of versions that's like, you know what I'm saying, like censor, they don't show them. But I think I got it. So just one more second, I should be able to pull up.
Okay, no sweat. Give me Revelation 19 and 20.
Con, sir.
I remember, right, that we on the whole fact of, you know what I mean, this whole critical race theory is basically calling your oppressor out, right? And he doesn't want to face, as we say, what the music when it comes to it. He doesn't want to face it. He does not want to teach his kids that, yeah, your granddaddy had to kill, or your granddaddy had slaves. Right. He don't want to teach his kids that. He wants his kids to grow up in a world where it's, you know what I mean, where they work hard, sweat, tears for whatever they have. All right? Right. Go ahead.
Con. Revelation chapter 19, verse 20. And the beast was taken, and with him the false prophet that wrote miracles before him.
Right.
With which he
hold on, what is that speaking about?
Salaki, sir. The beast will be this is a metaphor, correct?
Right. Give me a precept. You all know where to go for the precept? To show that the beast is not literally a beast, an animal.
Salaki, sir, could we go to
go ahead.
Second Peter's 2 and 12?
Let me hear it.
Just a second. This is the book of Second Peter chapter 2, verse 12. But these, as natural brute beasts, made to be taken and destroyed.
No, okay, no. I wouldn't use that as a precept.
Sir.
To prove that the beast, you understand, is
sir.
A man. Come on, Lahab.
Is it Ezekiel 34 and 8?
Yeah, that's it. That's where I'll go to prove that the beast, it ain't just a beast. It's not an animal we're talking about. So when you get it, read it. Right, and that scripture you pull is likening us to a beast, right? But this one you want to hit on the head, because this one speaks about the beast being what? A heathen.
I got it, sir.
All right, come on.
The book of Ezekiel chapter 34 verse 8. As I live, saith the Most High, surely because my flock became a prey, and my flock became meat to every beast of the field.
That's it. To every what?
and my flock became meat to every beast of the field, because there was no shepherd, neither did my shepherd. Go ahead.
So that's good there. So you understand the beast is not talking about what? A literal beast. Right? The beast is speaking about what? These other nations. Right? And now in Revelation, it's speaking about what? A specific nation. Right? So now go back to Revelation.
Salaki, sir.
So the beast would be the other nations. So the false prophets, would that be just Christianity in general or the oppressor?
You're talking about in Revelation, right?
Kind of, sir.
Read it one more time.
Kind of. Revelation chapter 19, verse 20. And the beast was taken, and with him the false prophet.
Read on.
That wrote miracles before him.
Right, that wrought miracles before him. So the false prophets are going to be who? The preachers, the ones that uphold the what? The doctrines. Yes, and they false.
Would a precept for that be Revelation 12 and 9?
What does it say? Read it for me.
This is the book of Revelation, chapter 12, verse 9. And the great dragon was cast out, that old serpent called the devil and Satan, which deceiveth the whole world. He was cast out into the earth, and his angels were cast out with him.
Yes, you understand that's the false prophets that will cast out with him. You understand? Read on.
Khan. With which he deceived them that had received the mark of the beast.
Right, which them that received the what? The mark of the beast. What's the mark of the beast? Hold on. K one.
Salakia, sir. You hear me? Yeah, Barakatam. The mark of the beast is Christianity, sir. You know what I mean?
Okay, so tell me the ways you the medium for you to have the mark of the beast.
The medium.
Meaning, what's the word? Okay, right when you say it's Christianity, right? But where is Christianity?
Christianity is in, you know what I mean? All right, like in your mind, basically.
Right. So you could get the mark of the beast in what? Your forehead, or where?
And in your right hand, meaning the work. So you do.
Your hand. Very good. That's it. Not the medium I talk more. So it's in your mind. So that's why I say Christianity. And what again?
And in the works, them what you do, like, you know what I mean? You carry out the works where basically is the philosophy of Christianity, and you know what I mean? So like, yes, sir.
Not just that alone, in your hand, right? Anybody else? In your hand. In your hand, what is it speaking about?
So like, in your work, sir.
Okay. K out of war said that also too. Your works. But I want to be specific. Come on.
So like, sir, would it be like being in the military and the police forces?
Yes. Now you go fight. You go get what? Blood on your hands to do what? To uphold this kingdom. You understand? Right? And the doctrine has to do the Christianity is the capitalism. You understand? You believe in what? That whole democracy, the Christianity. All of that is you what? Having the mark in your what? In your forehead. Right? So read from and had received the mark of the beast.
Khan. With which he deceived them that had received the mark of the beast and them that worship his image.
And them that worship his what?
His image.
His image. You understand? And what's that image?
Salaki, sir.
Come on.
Jesus Christ.
Correct. So that image, give me a little more when you say Jesus Christ. Describe
sir.
that. Describe it to me. Come on, KR1.
The
KR1.
white image of Jesus, sir. The white image.
That's correct what you are saying, but give me a little more. When it talks about the image.
Salaki, sir.
Come on.
Talking about the Christ personality that they put forward. As if
come on.
As if Christ died for everybody, as if Christ is this what you would say now, calm, peaceful looking, loving everybody person that the church promotes.
That's now you get into it. That image is that this man never put you in slavery. This man will never oppress you.
Right.
I mean, you looking, you know what I mean? There's one picture where he put his hand up here like this, and he's looking up to the sun. That ain't the killer arc. You understand? That ain't the man who, you know what I mean, will rape your boys when they went in the locker room like Sandusky. No, that ain't the man that'll have you on the plantation, stripped buck naked, with your hands spread out, whipping you. You understand? That's the image. You know what I mean? That image, that's why that picture is worship the way it's worship. Because the image it gives is this man, he saves lives. You understand? No, you coming to say that what? You coming to try and destroy that image with what? Race theory, right? With your 1619 project. You're trying to destroy that image. He is not going to have it. You understand? That's why it's done best in here. And when your oppressor bow and kiss that boots, Akim, boy, you have no idea what that's doing to the earth. You understand? I don't know if you all recall Sam, when Sam tried to get two young kids, these two young oppressors from kissing the boots. That should show you most of the time where your people mindset is. We're so oppressed that just seeing that alone is wrong.
Okay.
You get a video,
Salakia, sir.
Come on, Lahab.
And Sam is out here destroyed, homeless, you know, being oppressed by the oppressor daily, and he still doesn't want the oppressor to bow down and kiss the feet of the prophets.
No, he does not, because he has what?
The mark of the beast, sir.
That's it. That's what he has. The mark of the beast. That's what he has. Like many of our brothers and sisters, they have that mark. All right. No, we're gonna see some equal rights. All right. Tabo, when you could play it.
Meanwhile, in New Jersey, a FETA mall is sparking names of racial profiling by police when a black teen is pinned to the ground. This fight here between
I
two
don't know
teens
what's
Saturday
going on with the
inside of Bridgewater Commons. 14-year-old Kai, who spoke.
Salaki, sir?
I don't know what's going on with the video, but it's going in and out. Everybody else.
Salaki, sir.
Go ahead.
So I was wondering if I was wanting to see if is all the Akim, are y'all hearing this? Is it the same with y'all? Like it's going in and out, or what y'all hearing?
It's freezing.
Con is freezing. It's lagging.
Con, I think it's because we got a lot of, you know what I'm saying, the internet, you got a lot of people, so the bandwidth is being shared. So
Nah, I think there ain't no internet, there ain't no bandwidth being shared. I know what he's so doing.
Con, sir.
I know what the devil is doing. But don't worry, we got him.
Con, I can
We
try to
got
catch
him.
him and see if it's still messed up.
Now hold on, let me check something out here, right? Let me check something out quick.
Con.
All right, this will be the last thing before I let you all out. As a matter of fact, has everyone saw this video already? Who has not seen the video?
So Lakia, I didn't see the ending. I seen some of it, sir.
Some of it. Just hold on, right? Let me see if I could pull it up right here quick.
Con.
I'll show it, and if we still having the same issues, then you know what I mean, we just hold it for later on. It's not. Boy, give me 1 minute. Oh man, I can't get Aki and Salakia. Oh, hold on. Pictures of it here. Hold on. Give me 1 minute. Let me see if I get it here. Yeah, I'm gonna have to get at some other time for you. Oh, hold on. Let me see if I could blow it up. Yeah, well, hold on. And let me share the screen first, right? Let me see if I can work this tab one.
Con, sir.
Where is it? All right, they can see it.
Let me see. Sir, I don't see nothing right now, sir.
You might have to do you have to add it in?
Okay, I see it. So yeah, I can add it to the stream, sir.
Yeah, add it to the stream. All right, so you can see it, right?
Con, so you just have to maximize it on your side, but it's yeah.
Let me mute my
Come outside.
Oh!
Yo!
No, bro. Chill. Brian, get out. Brian, leave. Oh no. Yo, it's because he's black. Racially motivated. We're covering him.
All right, Tabon, you can bring it back now.
Con, sir.
You were able to hear it good, or it still was breaking up?
No, it was Tawab, sir.
Salakia, sir.
It was Tawab, sir.
Salaki, sir. Wait, Saturday coming up at camp. It's on. It's my first time seeing that, but it's on at camp Saturday.
I'm telling you, this day, and then you have a father standing up and saying that, you know what I mean, that we all have an equal chance. What world is he living in? What bubble is he living in? Like, you could clearly see, you know what I mean, what side the police choose. You could clearly see what side they chose right there. There are no questions about it. So you cannot come and tell me that America is not racist. America is racist. Your oppressor, he is, you know what I mean, he's a racist. You understand? Hitler got his whole idea. The whole idea of this race theory shit from where? From America, and how they dealt with us. Hitler sat back and watched how America dealt with us for years. Then he decided, you know what? I'm going to build a Germany like this. You understand? And went about going and doing it. Hitler paid for his crimes. Who in America paid for their crime? You know what I mean? Now you understand why leave the whole critical race theory to Commander Jerry Hanna and his prophets. We're gonna do the job. I mean, we're gonna make sure the points get right across, right where it should be. Have them bowing down, kissing these boots from day in, day out. You'll be going to the mall. White man oppressor was stuck. I'll kiss the boots right here now. Go ahead. It's coming. You know what I mean? With that, you all have any questions, anything, before I let you all out? I know we're over the time.
Law, sir.
I hate to leave you all on that note. No, you all don't go do nothing foolish, right?
Come on, sir.
Right, Shabbat.
Come.
Wait till Saturday. You know what I mean? Get precepts together, and we gonna fight like that for now. Stories together. There's so much stories coming out right now. We're showing you that we should not even, you know what I mean, we shouldn't be in the same vicinity of these people. Should not. You have them giving cupcakes with sperm. Kids, they should not be around us.
That's right.
They're sleeping with your not even teenagers, having sex, you know what I mean, with minors. You know what I mean? You think, you know what I mean, this oppressor actually on the school board trying to take care of kids? No, she abusing kids. Bring them stories out at camp. Open the Bible and go into them precept and lay into them. You understand? All right. And with that, I'm gonna pass the class over to Zion. You all take it out, right? Whoever there, let them whoever the security there, let them read the security announcement.
Come on.
You know what I mean? Take it out.
Yes, sir.
Come on. Shalom, Yerushka Thumb.
Shalom.
To the sisters, Yahweh Shemata Bashim Yashai.
ISUPK security announcements. We are the ISUPK, started out of 1 West, 125th Street, Harlem, New York. Rule for new brother and sister. When a new brother or sister comes into the school, they are off limits for 6 months. They are to be saluted only. They are here to shed themselves of the world. If they need transportation, the teacher will arrange it. After 6 months, if a brother or sister has an interest in a particular person, he or she must get permission from the head to speak to a brother or sister. There is another 6 months in which the brother and sister will court each other. After this 6-month period, the brother and sister will get permission from the head to marry. Tithes, which is a commandment. Book of Numbers, chapter 18, verse 21. Book of Malachi, chapter 3, verses 8 through 10, means 10th in the Hebrew. It's pronounced Ma'ashara. That's 10% of every penny of any increase the Lord gives you. Give to Treasury Department or teacher. Priest fund, free will offering for priests, not mandatory, whatsoever amount you would like. The upcoming Holy Convocation is Passover, the 14th day of the first month. It's Friday, April 15th, 2022, according to the book of Exodus, chapter 12, 1 through 51, Leviticus chapter 23, verses 4 through 5, 1 Corinthians chapter 5, verse 7 through 8, and 2 Chronicles chapter 30, verse 17. If anyone wants to be a trooper in the school, start wearing all black. Boots, shirt, pants, headband, and scarf. And with that, imajim, which means to stand. Men of Israel, we're going to render one courtesy salute to the teacher. Imajim Shabbat. Imajim Barak. Yahweh Hashem Yahushua Barakatah.
Yahweh Hashem Yahushua Barakathum.
Yadamatah Sar. Men of Israel are going to render one courtesy salute to the sisters. Imajim Shabbat. Imajim Barak. Yahweh Shema Latah Hashem Yahushua.
Salaki, hold on. Just like that, sister right here. Sister Baruch. Yeah, she's one. Nah, lie. Your sister right there had it right. She had it right. Sister Joe, you want to put it just like that, Baba Kusha? You want to put your Khan, Most High in Christ. There you go. Go ahead.
Yadamatah. Sawapanyan Kodam. And turn and face the east.
And Salaki, with that being said, we're gonna turn the class over to y'all. We about to do the prayers. Then y'all go ahead and y'all close y'all schools out. The water.
So we're gonna clip it on the line though.
All right, come no sweat.
Come. Shalom Akim wa Arwanium Yabashkita.
All right, shalom shtam.
Yabashkita. Yabashkita.